It was a beautiful day on the island of Sodor. Summer was over, and fall was coming. James isn't a fan of fall. He hates how the leaves stick to his wheels. One day, Edward and James were waiting by the station. James got a new coat of paint and he wouldn't stop boasting about it. Look at my splendid red paint, Edward. It's so amazing, right? Yes, it is good. Just look how it gleams into the sunshine. Yes. And look all the ladies would love this. Yes, we get it, James. Jesus, you're so boastful about your stupid paint. I beg your pardon. My splendid work is not stupid. Well, I get a new coat of paint, and you don't see me bragging about it. I got a new coat of paint today. Well, not as splendid as I was. And also, Edward, you were late. Well, it's not my fault, James. It's the fall. These trees have been leaving nothing but leaves, and it's making us late. That is no excuse, Edward. I like you, I can run on time. Goodbye. And James puffed away. Bossy boilers, puffed Edward. Later that day, James and Edward were meant to help to get the rocks ready for the quarry. Edward waited as they were getting loaded into his cars. And my paint is the most splendid as you can get. James was still boasting about his red paint. Just wait, Edward. Oh, by the way, those buffers don't look secure enough to the last row is poured down. Help! I'm getting buried! Get me out! Yelled James. James's splendid red paint was covered in dust from footplate to side tank. Edward's tender derailed, but he didn't care the slightest. He exclaimed, Well, James, you now look very disgraceful. I am not disgraceful, choked James. You did that on purpose. Get me out! It took so long to dig James out, he wasn't in time for his next train. Edward had to take his train. Poor James, said the coaches. That night, Edward and James were arguing about whose fault was it. Henry thought it was a great joke. Would you stop blaming this whole accident on me? This was entirely your fault. Your boastful voice distracted me and I ran into those buffers. Now my tender has to get mended today. Well, guys, said Henry, I think you both were to blame. How? How, Henry? How did we cause that? How was it both our faults? Maybe it's because you made the coal hopper tumble down and bury me into the rocks. Maybe it's because you were showing off. Maybe it's because you were being an idiot. It's because, will you two shut up? Yelled Henry. Well, Edward, I'm stronger than you. I have 8 driving wheels. You only have 4. What? Well, fun, you racist bully. Like, I can pull more trucks than you. Whatever, you're just gonna burst your safety valve. Oh, no, Edward, you're not. Well, I have a night train to pull now. Oh, I'll prove to you. I won't be tired, okay? And he strolled away. What a baby. And James went to sleep. Later that day, the next morning, James felt much better this morning. Then Edward arrived with a long freight train. He had been working all night, and he was very tired. There, James. I told you I could pull more trucks than you, as I've been around much longer than you. Okay, Edward. Are you thirsty or something? Yes, I'm thirsty. I'm nearly out of water and coal. Well, don't worry. There's a water tower over at the end of that crossing over there. James was talking about an old sighting that led to a bank of rocks. Edward wasn't so sure. Are you sure? It looks dangerous. Go on, yelled the trucks. Edward had been forced onto the siding. Edward braked hard. Oh, rolled Edward. Help! The barrier was broken, and Edward was wheeled deep in rocks. Ah, ha, 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 laughed James. No, you know what it feels like to be buried in rocks. Ha ha. And James puffed away. Poor Edward, said Andy.
Yes, indeed, said Clarabelle.